Yo, what up, everybody? STEM Nation. Another video for the week. Um, so there's a thing going on in the world of collectibles. I'm not talking about like anime figures and stuff like that. I'm talking about like cost figures and stuff like that. And now recently, Pokemon cards and somewhat Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. Um, so recently there was a huge like controversy with like Pokemon cards and like J. Paul or something like that, or whoever the hell it is, opened up like that $100,000 Pokemon box, which, whatever, which to me was all fucking stunt, you know, publicity stunt, trying to get into the thing, whatever. But it really changed the whole CCG, the collectible card thing, not in a good way. As far as reselling goes, I'm seeing it now where the resellers are getting like I think like 10 boxes, trying to sell them for like, okay, so I used to run a store, and so like Pokemon boxes were like $50 a piece, right? You'd sell them at like, well, not even $50. I think like 80. In the because I have to buy them, and I have to resell them. So you'd resell the boxes at like $150, right? So these resellers are coming in, buying up these boxes from these store locations and selling them for like $250, $300, $400, whatever, trying to make And what I'm seeing in some sales groups that I belong to on Facebook and stuff like that is that the market is starting to get oversaturated, overblown. It's just exploding, and it's not in a good way either. As a collector, I don't collect Pokemon, and I don't do any of that kind of stuff anymore. But I know the market really well, and I know how to do all that. So with that J. Paul stuff, you had that fake investor guy, he was straight up fake. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Expert. I'm more of an expert than that guy because I know how to value things properly, right? Like a graded card isn't going to be worth anywhere. I have a video explaining how to price your collectible cards, But anyways, so now everybody's like selling these boxes. It's like, and they're not holding them on for a year. They're trying to make that quick dollar, right? And it's just flooding the market, and they're taking those cards, those boxes. Say like I own a store, a reseller comes in, I want to buy 4 boxes. So you're right. So I'll sell them 4 boxes. That's 4 boxes I don't have to sell to like actual people who play the game and all that stuff, right? I mean, wouldn't mind the sale, but it's just like they're taking away from other business that I could be making as a store owner, even though I'm selling the whole boxes at whatever. But that's not the point. So it's and they're going to Target and they're getting those packs, that has like little Pokemon figure or coin or whatever. They're going to Target buying all these up. They're going to Walmart buying all these up. So these kids, like 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 6-year-olds, they can't get these packs or get these things because all these adults or whatever are trying to buy them and flip them for like way more. So you get these parents that are trying to find this stuff. They have to go out on eBay or they have to go wherever to buy them at double the price, triple the price sometimes. And it's really upsetting as a collector and somebody who's done that stuff. And you know what I mean? And then like same with like Alpha Investments. He has all his Pokemon or Magic the Gathering cards on there on his eBay page, and they're listed for 2 times the price of what they should be ungraded, or he's selling them at graded prices when they shouldn't be. I don't know. The whole market thing is just off as far as collectibles. And another place that doesn't help all this stuff is StockX. You know what I mean? People are selling boxes of Pokemon cards for like $200, $300, $400 on StockX. It's like that's it's just horrible. It's there's markets. There's like the black market where you know you buy packs, they're resealed. You buy a box, it's resealed. Packs are resealed. Fake cards, all that stuff, right? And you have the open market, which is eBay, and you have false markets. False markets, that's like StockX, creating a false market for like buying and selling and trading. All you go to their collectibles page, a lot of those collectibles are overpriced to what there should be because people are thinking, oh, this is going for this. But if you go on eBay, which is an open market, you can find the top of whatever item you sold it for, or what sold it for, right? What it sold for on eBay. So if you have like a cost figure and you bring it and it sells for $200-$300, and you go to StockX, it's going for like $400, $500, $600, $700. It's like that's a false market. You know what I mean? And then there's personal market. I go to a friend who has whatever, and I buy it at a deal, and you know what I mean, and all that stuff. That's why I say, if you're gonna buy collectibles, get into those groups. You know what I mean, and like trade and buy and sell amongst each other, because you can get deals on that, and you can be like, okay, well, if I buy, say, a Pokemon box for like $500, right? I open the card, but we split that. We open up both. We get half. I get half. We get split the payment, or however you want to figure it out. But that's better than getting ripped off, either from the black market, or the false market, or the resale market, which is, shit's starting to fill in from the black market. You saw that video of that fake and expert guy getting like scammed. Where it was resale boxes and shit like that. It's like, people, that's the problem with what J. Paul did, or whoever. I think it was J. Paul. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit about those people. They're scum. But like that false market from StockX. I mean, StockX is already having issues with selling fake shoes, from what I've gathered watching videos on here. So it's like, what other fakes are getting through there, especially with collectibles? All right, I mean, they have graded cards, for Christ's sakes, on their thing. It's just a mess right now with the markets. You know what I mean? Individual market is the best way to go, because you can get, like, I can sell a figure to somebody individually. They get a deal, I get a deal. There's no resale on it, because that's, a collector wants that. You know what I mean? It's a collector's market. A collector's market is much more different. It's more coherent, because everybody knows the price, and everybody shares that amongst each other. I watched this guy named Gem Mint Collectibles, right? And he does statues, like, well, not anime figures, but he sells big quarter scale. He buys them, and he's in groups, and they buy and sell and trade amongst each other, and they give each other deals and all this stuff. But sorry if I'm throwing out names to different YouTube people. It's just from what I watch, and you know what I mean, and gather information and stuff like that. Like my quarter scale Space Marine statue, right? Like if I was to get involved with Gem Mint, and he wants to buy it, I give him a deal on it, or I'd cover shipping, or something like that, because it's like individual market, or collector's market. You know what I mean? Collectors collecting amongst each other, buying and selling in between each other, and that's what that's what a market. That's what I mean. But like this open market, like eBay, has kind of killed markets. Stuff like comic books. All right, comic books used to be, you used to get a book. You look at the price, you sell this, blah blah blah. eBay kind of killed that, because now, like, certain comic books that will go $200-$300 are going for like $40-$50. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's a weird fluctuation of things. It's upsetting, and I'm annoyed by it as a collector who's done this for years and understands the markets and how to price items to, sell and stuff like that. It's really sad to see. You got, like I said, the false market of StockX, which I think nobody should ever take pricing from StockX. They should just ignore StockX. For collectibles, should ignore StockX. Like, I understand sneakers and stuff like that, but collectibles, like, vinyl figures, collectible cards, anything collectible, don't go to StockX. They're the best is getting the groups, getting those things that you're interested in, getting in those groups, because you're gonna be able to find good deals, and you'll be able sometimes good deals, sometimes exact price. Look on eBay for like what's sold, because the highest price sold is where there's then you can go from highest to lowest, and you can pick a price between the 2 points. Watch my video about grading and how to price that, how to where you take the highest ungraded sold, and then you put that as your base one, and you go up from there to your graded. Or if it's like Black Lotus Unlimited sold for like $80,000 at a graded 10, or no, 9 and 5. So that means a Black Lotus is beta is only worth 90,000 at a 10, graded 10, right? And then the price goes down as your ungraded should. It should go to like 6,000 ungraded, mint condition out of the pack. You know what I mean? It's just, in the world of collecting, you have to do your research and understand what you are collecting. And these, like, I know the person who sold that box to Jay. Well, I'd seen him in the video and I know who it is. That's besides the point. Like, he knows what he's doing. All right, I talked to him. I've talked to him many times, and he knows exactly what he's doing, what he is selling, and I agree with him a lot of times. And I have to talk to him again because I want to bring the same talk about him. It's like, dude, the market is being just, it's not good right now. All right, it's not heading in a good way. It's heading in a bad way, and there's going to be a crash in the Pokemon market with everybody doing what they're doing instead of, buying 4 boxes, holding on for them for 5-6 years. I could understand that, and then reselling it, but they're not. They're buying it up now, selling it now. You know what I mean? I'm very passionate about collecting stuff. I mean, I have many different collects. I collect marbles. I collect dice. I'm a D&D player, so I have dice. I collect nutcrackers. I'm weird. Yeah, I know. I collect anime figures. I used to collect comic books, but I gave all my comic books to one of my friend's kids, and he's a collector. Because I knew that he'd take care of them. I used to collect Pokemon. I used to collect Magic. I collect hockey cards. I haven't bought any in a while, so I know the market very, very well on how to deal with this. Like one time, I went to a shop to sell some comic books, and they both pulled up eBay. It's like, dude, there's a book. There's like an actual comic price guide book that every comic book store or person who owns comic books should have that book to know what your price is. It's like hockey cards or baseball cards. You have Beckett magazine to look up prices, all right, instead of looking on friggin' eBay. It's like eBay kind of did ruin the market for a lot of things, and but it's also helped flourish the market in some cases. But it's just, right now we're seeing a dark period in collecting with this reselling stuff, reseller stuff. The StockX false market, reseller market. You know what I mean? I mean, there's, as a store, we'd break open a case of Magic cards, open it up, take all the rares, sell the rares. Reselling, throw the commons and shit in a box and sell them for $10 a piece or something like that. You know what I mean? That's a store trying to make money. It's not an individual upselling upselling a box for $200-$300. I don't know. If I owned a store right now and a reseller came in to buy Pokemon cards, like, I'll take 4 of your boxes, I'd sell him double the price just to be like, so he wouldn't make any money on it. That I know it sounds fucked up, but I'd sell him for the price that he's trying to resell him for, just to be like, dude, no. To deter him. And I hope other stores, I mean, Target can't do it, Walmart can't do it, and these chain stores, but like local brick and mortar stores, dude, you guys have the power to stop these guys. You know what I mean? You can, if a reseller comes in and starts trying to buy these boxes, dude, sell them at double the price. Sell them at $250 instead of the $150 you'd sell a normal box, dude. You know what I mean? To stop these guys from doing this, because it takes, You know, a kid comes in, he wants 2-3 packs. He can't sell them packs because you don't got boxes, and you can't get boxes from your distributor because they're all sold out because everybody's fucking reselling. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. That's one way to fight it. I mean, like I bring up, you know, Alpha Investments ripping people off with his prices and stuff like that. And you go to eBay and look at Magic cards, and you see people getting ripped or ripping people off for like graded, or not even graded, a modified Black Lotus for a graded non-modified card for the same price. It's like, what the hell, dude? You can't sell a card that's been modified for a price for a card that's unmodified. It's like a modified card is worth $0, and I've mentioned that in my videos. It's like, you modify a card, you're basically cutting it, painting it on it, doing all that just damaging it, just to get a higher grade. And that's what, you know, another thing too is that grading system. You know, the grading system goes centering of the image, color, or not color, you know, cut, corner, edges. Hold on. Alright, so this is a Brandon Nolan rookie card, autographed, or well, not autographed, it's Upper Deck Black. Brandon Nolan's a native hockey player. His dad is a coach, I think, assistant coach with, I can't remember what team. But, you know, if you look here, see this thing right here? It says centering, edges, corners, and surface, right? Those are the 4 requirements to get, you know, and then they compile the average. So the average is a 9 on this, so it got a 9. But if it had 9.5s in 3 of the spots, it'd be a 9.5. If it was average, you know what I mean? So they average it out. So the chances of getting a 10 are very difficult, especially when it comes to like Pokemon cards, Magic cards, you know what I mean? Because they print them, or like all these are like printed off on huge sheets. I used to have a sheet of like hockey, like uncut hockey cards. Somebody stole them from me, and you know, it should be uncut, right? But that's how they print them. They print them on large sheets. So when they roll through, the printing could be off and the cutting could be off, so it's all centered and all that. You know what I mean? And the edges could be whatever, you know, in the pack, you pull them out and the edges could be a little damaged or whatever. So it's like, I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. I'm just annoyed with the market right now. I'm glad I don't, like, I mean, I do some cases, like, if I was to do it, I'd try to find a group and sell them individually to people to get, like, the best price, and you know what I mean? But I would never sell them on StockX. I would never sell anything on, well, I mean, I do sell stuff on eBay. You know, I have sold stuff on eBay. It's not a bad market to sell your stuff, because you can always sometimes find deals and stuff like that. But, you know, I'd get in a group to, like, try to buy and sell. That way it's individual and one-on-one, and that way, you know what you're getting, instead of the market being flooded and all this stuff. It's just like, it's a mess right now in the collector's world. And now with this crap with Pokemon, you know, reselling and stuff like that, dude, it's way worse. Like, it's bad with sneakers and like that, but it's getting pretty bad with Pokemon cards. And it's not so much Magic the Gathering, because Magic the Gathering, it's very specific. If I buy a box Magic the Gathering, I'm opening up that and I'm finding the rares, and I'm going to put them in my decks or whatnot and trade them off or sell them to, you know what I mean? It's really different because they're usable as far as, you know, and then, I don't know, it's just, what I'm saying is I'm not going to make my money back buying a pack of cards or a box of cards, you know what I mean? I might find one $20 card out of like 34 or like whatever many cards are in 36 packs. I don't know, however many cards come in a box. You're only going to find maybe 4 cards that are worth some money, but you're going to get your money back, but you're not going to get as much. You're gonna probably break even, or maybe even less. But with Pokemon now, it's just like, I don't know. I should talk. Yeah, it's just the market is not heading for Pokemon in a good way. It's actually in a bad way right now, I think, anyways, because there's markets being flooded. It's just bad. I mean, my person I was talking about, he'd probably say otherwise because he does that and it's good for him, but I don't think he sees it as I do. I don't know. Yeah, that's my opinion on the whole thing, and honestly, I don't like it. I mean, I don't resale. I don't believe in it. The only time I believe in reselling is if I'm selling my collection or selling pieces off of it, or you know what I mean? Or if I'm a store owner and I have to make some money off of singles, then I do it. But it's just, I don't know. It's like the freaking PlayStation shit that's going on with the reselling of PlayStations. It's like nobody wants the digital version. They all want the disc version so they can play PlayStation 4 games on it, or PlayStation 3 or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just like, in the resale value, it's like trying to triple their money up on it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's bad. The reselling market is terrible, and I wish it would die. The market on that, anything in the resale thing like that. I mean, I don't wish it to die. Like I wish it to just like flatten out and everybody just like stops, because it's not even like geeks and nerds anymore. It's like, want to be fucking like, I don't know. You look at, you know what I mean? It's just, some of them are geeks and stuff like that, and yeah, they like, like me, and we do it right. But it's like some of these guys, they're like, they're like the supreme hype people and all this stuff, and like it's so dumb, and this is just a rant or my opinion on this matter. Some people might think otherwise, but all I gotta say is, like I've said before, if you're gonna get into I'm gonna make a video on it, but if you're gonna get into collecting, join a group. Make sure you know what you're doing. But that's my opinion, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, subscribe. I'm trying to do more collectibles videos and stuff like this, where it's important to talk about, because it is kind of important. It is actually important that we talk about this and discuss this, because people are getting burned for it, scammed. It's just, people see the dollar signs and they want to rip people off. That's just how it goes when the market is how it is right now with the collectible stuff. And StockX doesn't help. J. Paul definitely doesn't fucking help. This fake investor guy, or whoever the fuck it was, or this fake expert guy, whoever the fuck he was, the bald dumbass. I call him the bald piece of shit. Doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, ruining it for everybody else. It's just like, fuck the resale market. Until it fixes itself, or people start realizing it needs to fix it themselves, it's just gonna get worse. But I hope you all enjoy the video. Talk to you later.